So topic is distortionless transmission. Okay. So name from name itself we should guess the topic. Okay. Distortionless means suppose in a where, okay, there is XT signal is coming, okay, with different frequencies, and in the mid of the in the transmission, okay, let me write like this. Uh, Let me write like this. This symbol is means it's long wire, okay. In the transmission, if there is no cutoff in of any frequencies, and we'll get as it is the frequencies coming as a YT, okay, is similar with the XT, then this is a distortionless transmission. Distortionless transmission means there is no cutoff or no reduction has happened for the frequencies. Okay, the frequencies present in the XT is come as it is in the YT. That is called the this is called the distortionless transmission. So what happened in distortionless transmission? If the signal shape is changed, then there will occur some distortion. Shape in sense means that if triangular signal is there, if it's become a square, then we can say there has some distortion occur in the transmission. Okay, but if there has some amplitude changing, okay, if their amplitude is decreased, then we will not say that there happens some distortion, because what the message frequency will pass, their state may be in the low in output of the system. Okay, we can amplify those signal. Okay, so if the amplitude or the strength is decreasing, then we will not say that systems would be that in that system there has occur some distortion. As well as if the signal is shifted, okay, in the shifted version of the signal also there will not distortion happen. Okay, so in two things, that is amplitude scaling or shifting, will not affect in the signal. Okay, then not affect in the message on the signal, then those factor may be occur in the transmission, and will not say that there has happened some distortion. Okay, distortion will occur only when shape will be changed, means if triangular signal will given and output will find the square wave, then we'll say that there has happened some distortion. Okay, so what is distortionless transmission? We can write like this. A transmission, okay, we can write like this. A transmission is said to be distortionless if the input and output have identical wave shape. Understand? Means if we give the triangular wave as the input, the output should be also a triangular wave, but there should not be changes in the shape. Means if we given the triangular, the output should not be a square wave. The shape should be similar. There may be a amplitude scaling, or there may be a shifting is there. Okay, so transmission is said to be distortionless if the input and output have identical wave shape. So we can write like this: in distortionless transmission. Transmission means it's passes from it's travel from one place to another place. Okay, like that you can think. So in distortionless transmission, the input and output, so like input at xt and output as yt, satisfy the following condition. Okay. What is the condition? Condition is yt equal to k into x of t minus td. Okay. What is td? What is k? I've already said this k is nothing but you can say amplitude scaling. Okay. There may happen some amplitude decreasing. Okay. There may happen that we have sent a 5-volt signal, but in the output we have got a 2-volt signal. There may happen, and we will not say that those line of transmission is distortionless transmission. Okay, amplitude may be decreasing. We can amplify by amplitude by using the amplifier circuit. Okay, and TD is the delay time. Okay, there may be delay in the signal. Okay, we have sent here, it may reach in the another place after 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, but we should find, we should get the exact message or exact frequency. So we can write where TT as a delay time and k is a constant or amplitude, you can write. Okay, amplitude factor also you can write constant or amplitude factor. Okay. So this is the thing. And so what will be the shape of h of omega for this? So we should know about the h of omega because I have already discussed about the characteristics of LTI system. We can know by looking its h of omega shape. Okay, so what we will do first, we'll take the Fourier transform in both the side, then we'll find h of omega. Okay, and then we'll discuss, we'll see about its characteristics. Okay, its shape. Then by looking the shape, we can say whether how types of filter, what is the shape of that h of omega and what types of filter it is. Okay, let me take Fourier transform in both the side, taking transform on both sides. We'll get, we can write yt as a y of omega. K is a constant, so k will remain same. Here xt minus td. Okay, there has one property I have given when I have discussed for Fourier transform. Okay, xt is Fourier transform is x of omega, and if you delay by td, then what will be t naught? What will be the output? Can anybody remember? I have given a property when I discussed the Fourier transform. Okay, if xt has Fourier transform of x of omega, what is the Fourier transform of x of t minus t naught? This is the time shifting property. Can anybody remember?
e to the power of minus j omega.
Okay, e to the power minus j omega tt, t naught. Okay, so exact. Thank you for reply. Okay, so this is the output of xt when x is shifted by some constant quantity, that is t naught. Okay, so here also td is there. So what will be the term at the right hand side? Right hand side will be e to the power minus j omega td into x of omega. Okay, and we know that h of omega is nothing but y of omega by x of omega. Is not it? Can I proceed to next page?
1 minute, sir.
Why we are doing this system? Because we should know the hash of omega. Okay, the shape of the hash of omega will say what types of filter this is. Okay, or what the characteristics play for this LTI system, for this distortion loss transmission system. Okay, so I'll go step by step so that you can remember, you can understand the thing. So I think it's completed. Let me know if you finish.
Sir, completed, sir.
So now we'll try to find the hash of omega. Okay, take y of omega, take the x of omega to the left hand side, and what will be the right hand side? It will be k into epsilon minus j omega dt. Okay, so this y of omega by x of omega is nothing but, we know this is a s of omega k into epsilon minus j omega dt. Okay, so from this, what is the magnitude of this? Okay, magnitude of this, can anybody say magnitude is? Magnitude is k. Okay, are you understand how this k is come? It may you may have some doubt. I have read modulus of this h of omega is k, and phase of this h of omega is minus omega t. This e to the power this term is called as a phase, or you can say theta. Okay, and this term, the multiplication term with the e to the power complex exponential term is known as a modulus of h of omega. I think it's clear how k is come. So what will be the plot? We should see the plot of h of modulus of h of omega. The plot will be like this. It's constant. Okay, it's constant. What is the amplitude? Amplitude is the k. Okay. So by looking this plot, can anybody say what a distortionless transmission system, what type of filter it is?
All pass filter.
This is a all pass filter. Okay. So write the phase diagram also for distortionless transmission system. At distortionless transmission occur only if the phase of the system is linear. Okay, this is the diagram for linear. Okay, you should remember this is the linear phase. If the phase is linear, then only a system will be called as a distortionless transmission. Okay, as well as the amplitude of that system should be a constant, that is k. It may be 2, 3, 4, anything. Okay, but that response should be a constant. But you know, I have already said that we cannot make, or practically we cannot implement a circuit which can generate all types of filter. Okay, that's why in most of the transmission there has some distortion. Okay, we cannot implement a system which has all the frequencies. So these things, and you can write here that modulus of h omega is the amplitude response of the distortionless system, and angle of h of omega is nothing but phase of the distortionless LTI system. What I want to say, you can write these things. Modulus of h of omega is nothing but amplitude response of distortionless LTI system, an angle of h of omega is phase response of distortionless LTI system. So any doubt till now?